Hello, I hope you're doing well. We are finally busy with the infinitives. You are doing Afrikaans lessons and you are nearing the end of the lesson journey, but I'm sure there's still a lot for you to think about and do and talk and all those things. So let me know if you want to talk, and we can help you get those conversations going. So today is obviously about infinitives. It's a 3-part series. The first one is just defining what infinitives are. The and the ter, the object and the ter. The next one is about special infinitives, where there's always an and a ter. And then the last one is where there's no but there is a ter, and it is an infinitive. But I'll do each lesson as they go along. So let's start with this one, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, today is the infinitives with an ter and a verb. Infinitives with an object and a verb. And here is where the secret lies. What kind of verb you're using. A main verb, a helping verb, or a compound verb. They're actually quite easy, and we'll do them. Then the special infinitives and the advanced infinitives with no When we have stompie, we have our infinitive at the end. The infinitive is the reason, gives you a goal for whatever happened before the infinitive. There's an a ter, and a verb. So that's the main idea. Ter and a verb, and a slight variation on that. So for today in this lesson, we're doing ter and a verb, object, ter, object, and a verb. And the infinitives give a reason, a purpose, a goal for why the action happened. What happened in a stompie before? Okay, so let's look at a few sentences where there's no reason for what happened. But in English, you have a to there. It's like the gerund in the sentence where we are helping to move. He is beginning to exercise. She is trying to read. We are coming to fetch you. So you have the are or the verb there, helping verb with an ing. We don't have that in Afrikaans. We just have the verb there, and then we continue with the sentence. So let's just compare the first two. Ons help hulle trek. We are helping. See, are helping. We don't have, it's just help. Then to move, hulle trek. We don't have a and a ter because there's no reason in the sentence. We are helping them to move to help their finances. That would be a reason for why you're helping them move. But for this English sentence, there's no reason. Hy begin oefen. He's beginning to exercise. So he is beginning to exercise to lose weight. That's the reason that you can add to the Afrikaans. Om gewig te verloor. Sy probeer lees. She's trying to read. See, no, there's no reason. So there is a to. So I want you to recognize the to, obviously in English, but that you're not automatically going to go te in Afrikaans. That te is at the end of the sentence for Afrikaans with part of the infinitive. That's a reason. But if you're just saying, I'm going to run, going to run, that going, am going, is just gaan in Afrikaans. I am helping, ek help. Only when there's a reason in the sentence that you have the te as the infinitive in Afrikaans. Okay, let's do the first one. Hy hardloop vinnig om te wen. He's running fast to win. Hy hardloop vinnig om te wen. So here you can see it's the main verb. It's just a and a te and a verb. That's it. Let's look at the next one. Dit is tyd om te ry. It's time to leave. Now that ry has a funny translation. So ry could also mean driving or riding, just depending on the context. But this, I want to leave the party. Dit is tyd om te ry. You can also say dit is tyd om te loop. Just depends on the context. Okay, dit is tyd om te ry. Dit is tyd, it's time, with a reason to leave. Okay. Now let's look at this one where you have an object in between the and the ter, and the verb. Hy staan in die ry om fliekkaartjies te koop. So before this you have a stompie sentence already. Hy staan in die ry. He's standing in the queue. And then the reason, om fliekkaartjies te koop. Dit was te vroeg. Okay, dit was te vroeg. It was too early. Sentence. And then reason, om jou ma te pla. To bother your mom. Okay, om jou ma te pla. So you can insert object in between that om and the te. With a helping verb, you are still adding the helping verb to the end of the sentence before the other main verb. So the first sentence here is just a normal sentence, normal infinitive, without the helping verb. Hy druk 'n 3 om die spel te wen. He scores a try to win the game. So this is rugby talk. Afrikaans, druk 'n 3. He scores a try. It counts 5 points, not 3. But anyway, hy druk 'n 3. So that is the verb there. Hy druk 'n 3 om die spel te wen. Okay, so now let's add a helping verb to the infinitives end of the sentence. So here you can say, hy moet 'n 3 druk. Sure, that's a sentence vir stompie with your helping verb. Hy moet 'n 3 druk. But the infinitive gives the reason for whatever happened before, om die spel te kan wen. So he must score a try to be able to win the game. So this is the main rule for the helping verbs. When you're moving them to the end of the sentence, when you're having conjunctions as well, you're moving them to just before the main verb of that sentence. Okay, so hy moet 'n 3 druk om die spel te kan wen. Good. Infinitives and compound verbs are fun. They have a nice relationship, similar to what might happen in past tense with a compound verb, where you are literally chopping the word in two. So what you're doing is the word is afskop, which is kick off. Hulle sal die rugbybal neersit om af te skop. They'll put the rugby ball down to kick off. Okay, so om, af, te, skop. So you're adding that te in between the afskop. Let's look at another one, neersit. So like that means to put down. Die kinders is versigtig. The children are careful om die bal neer te sit. So they are careful om die bal neer te sit. So you're adding the infinitive in between those compound verbs. Let's do another example. Ons moet vroeg ry om die verlore tyd op te vang. So opvang is to like catch up, and you're adding the infinitive in between the compound verb there, op te vang. Ons moet vroeg ry om die verlore tyd op te vang. Ons moet vroeg ry, stoppie. Om die verlore tyd op te vang. We need to leave early to catch up on lost time. Is jy gereed om nou al jou golfballe op te tel? Okay, just some emphasis on now. Is jy gereed om nou te doen? You will do it now. So, where does the te go for the infinitive if you have om te verb here, but it's a compound verb? In between the two there. Op te tel. Okay. With these infinitives, you know you're having the stompie, and the infinitive at the end is to give a reason, a purpose, or a goal for the action that was taken. So you have om te and a verb, where you have your main verb and helping verb, or compound verb, but you know with a compound verb what's going to happen. It's going to separate, and the te is going to go into the middle. So om te and verb, and then you have your object, te and verb, and then you can add the time there. I think when you are doing an infinitive sentence, it gets quite long, or a stompie with an infinitive, so you might not always have your time word in there because it's already part of the sentence. So just beware, you can add it there, but it's not needed. So you have your object, te, and verb, and you know there what kind of verb you're using. Main verb just goes there. Compound verb separates, the te goes in the middle, and then the helping verb goes just before the verb there. So kan speel, sal hardloop. Okay, let me know if you've got any questions, and we'll talk again. Bye bye.